It's 6:30. I've been working all day out in the yard with those boys. Well, they worked all day, girls, but they didn't do a good job. Well, they didn't finish. They ran out of bags. So fine, you know, that's fine. And so they raked the rest up in piles. That's fine. But they did not carry the big old giant bags up to the front. And so now I have to go out there, and it's my fault. They didn't have enough bags. So I paid them, and I bought them coats, and they were sweet boys. But the one left his jacket laying out in the backyard, and it's a good thing I went out there and found it, because if Coda had found it first, it'd been gone by morning. Okay, we're making, they called this pork fried cabbage. So I've got a big pan over here, and I've got a little bit of oil and a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, and a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, and a cup of water in here. And when this gets good and hot, I'm going to add my cabbage. What a day. What a day. And Coda has been following me around. It's hot now. Let's put the cabbage in. This is one head of cabbage. A good size head. And I've got it chopped in lengthwise and then that way. Now I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to put the carrots in here. This is just a half a cup of carrots. And some onions. That's green onions, and I just chopped them like 1 inch long. And I have a few little extra green onions in this container. This is such a neat way to buy these. They're already cut up. I never heard of it before, but we heard of it now. We'll be buying these again. Anyway, I know Coda's following me around because he wants my new house shoes. He's not getting them. If I have to, I'll sleep with them. Now I want to flip this cabbage because I want that water and oil and sugar to be all over it. Anyway, but I promised you girls that I'd make this video yesterday and the day before. So today I said, I've got to do it, and I've just got to do it. Alright. Now, I'm reading my notes. Okay, hold on. I've got to go over here. My nose has been running ever since I cut up those onions. Now, all right, and in this pan, in this bowl, right here, I have, let me show you. I cut up the rest of that pork roast. Remember I bought that great big pork roast and I thought, well, I could get several meals out of it. Well, I did. But the work involved in cutting that roast up and cutting the fat off was not worth it. I won't never do it again. Anyway, in this bowl, I have 1 cup soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sugar. It says 1, but I put 2. And 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and just a little dash of sesame oil. Just a little. I don't know why, but Maybe that helps the cornstarch and the stuff to dissolve. I don't know. I can't tell you why, Chris. I could only guess. Anyway, you put your meat in here. You get it covered really good. And then you set that aside for an hour. That's been sitting an hour. Because I thought I have this big box under my chair there by my recliner. And I keep hairbrushes, mirrors, some medication, just different things in there. Well, I cleaned it out the other day, and I thought, I went in there to, I don't know what made me stop to check it, but I went to check it. And I was missing some pills. Well, I went through everything in the house. I emptied that box completely out. I looked under the recliner, in my purse, in the trash that was by my chair, and I couldn't find it. So I went outside and I brought the nasty trash in the house, and I had to dig through coffee grounds, dog food cans. It was horrible. But they weren't in there either. So, there was a little box inside the big box, a little bitty box like had Alka-Seltzers in it. It was in that box. I was stinky and filthy and tired. I feel like I've worked all day out in the fields. Move, Coda. But this is going to be good. I'm going to put a lid on this. And let it cook a little bit more. It'll cook better if it's got a lid on it. I'm going to put that lid on there. And I'm going to let that cook for a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot to use my little remote. Where is it? All right, let's see if how this cabbage is looking. Oh, it's looking good. And it is smelling good. And it is done. So we're going to take that cabbage back out of that pan. Put it back in the bowl. Turn the heat up a little bit. I'm going to put the meat in that pan. In the same pan. Now the last time I made this, the meat wasn't tender. So what I did, I stuck it in the microwave and covered it up for about 10 minutes. And then the meat would melt in your mouth. Come on, come here. Okay. I'm going to turn that on high for a little while. Let that start cooking. Okay, set that to the side. use half of those little cups I thought I was going to use. I forgot to put the bean sprouts in there, girls. Well, that's going to go back in there and cook some more, so. Oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to put them in with the meat. Hopefully it'll all turn out. It'll all turn out. Yeah, those boys, they were cute. There was something going on over here in the park down by my house. I saw it when I went when I went to the Dollar General to get the trash bags. So they came up, you know, their little shirts off. They had worked so hard. They were hard-working men. And do you mind if we take an hour break and then come back and we'll finish it? I said, no, go ahead. And so they came, one other boy, a third boy, came while they were gone. And he said, I'm helping them. And do you have a bottle of water? So I gave him a bottle of water. And he left. I guess he went outside and worked. I never paid any attention to him. So then when the other two boys came back, off went their shirts again. They were working men. And I saw their dad pull up out there. I guess he was their dad. And they went out to the truck and talked to him for a minute. I'm letting that really cook good. But they were cute. It's nice to see young people, and they were very respectful, because they came to the door once. Well, they came like 5 times to the door. And so then they came back. Are we bothering you, coming to your door too many times? I said no, but in just a few minutes, I'm going to be making another video. And so, I'll tell you when I start that, and then don't bother me until I'm done. Okay, we will, ma'am, thank you. Well, then I had to go out there and help them, so. And then I lost my pills, and so it's just been a day. But I made y'all a promise, and I'm keeping it. Oh, this is looking good. But we want it to cook a little bit longer. And then we're going to microwave it. Honestly, don't laugh. Well, it's okay if you laugh because it's funny. I don't do anything. I have a false teeth at the top and a couple back here in the bottom. And I ate that with no teeth. That's how tender that meat got after I put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. Now, if you tell anybody I told you that, I kid you. But it's the truth. You know what? While we're waiting on that, I could be doing the, oh shoot. Well, yeah. I forgot to make the rice. My Lord. All right, I'm going to make rice. 1 cup of rice in there. Oh wait, now what did that recipe say? When you're making Chinese rice, you want to put equal parts, 2 and 2, because you want that rice to be dry. Okay, that is what they say. You don't want this to be moist and sticky. Okay. And you don't cover it. Just let it cook. I'm going to give it a quick stir. Make sure it's all under the water. Put this up. Alright, you just want to let that rice cook down. And where's my thing? Oh, that smells like heaven. I was going to put water chestnuts in there, but I don't like them. I don't like the water chestnuts. I think I'm going to put some garlic in there. You know I can't cook without garlic. Okay. I cannot cook without the garlic. Okay. This is what it looks like right now. And I'm going to pour it in this bowl. Try to scoop it first. Pour it back in that bowl. I don't want to pour it because I'm going to put these vegetables back in this pan with what's remaining of the juice. Oh my God, I can smell it. It smells like Chinese food already. And I would say that the total to cook this meal, I got to suck my stomach in, is probably about at the most $10. And it'll feed me for days, unless Renee comes over. Now I'm going to put that cabbage back in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of red peppers in there because I like a little red pepper in my cabbage. Just a little. I'm going to turn that fire down. Okay. I'm going to cover that bowl with the meat in it. And I'm going to microwave that for 10 minutes. No, that's not working. Stop. Stop. my microwave won't cook but 6 minutes at a time. I'm sure it does, but I don't know how to do it. And I've had this microwave so long, I'm ashamed of myself that I don't know how to do it, but I don't. Now, that rice is cooking real good, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. My toes are in a cramp. I hope this pain don't start up again. I can't stand up. So anyway, I was in a tizzy about my medication. You might know it was the one that I have to have. That was missing. And you know, I feel ashamed, but the first thing on my mind, I hate to say it, girls, I thought about my new girl. And then I said, no, she did not do it. You did not leave her in the room by herself. I'm always by my chair when she's ill. But, so, I thought that thought, I had to get a clean washcloth. Somebody of stealing, I just about have to have a picture of them, because there is nothing worse. Because you know what, girls, if you're a thief, you're also a liar. And so I just really had to fight myself on that. Don't be thinking bad thoughts about people. You have 100% proof, because once you get that reputation of being a thief, well, I don't think you ever get rid of it. You know, someone we know, Paris News. I saw Shelly again yesterday, but girls, I've been trying so hard to give up the gossiping and the bad feelings I have for people. I don't want to be one of these people who carries a grudge. So I forgive her. But I forgave her the last time until I saw her. And when I saw her the last time, it was not pretty. So, this time, I just looked over at her car. She was talking on her phone, and I just kept on driving, as if I didn't see her at all. Oh. This is going to be good. I'm going to turn that off, because that cabbage is done. Let's check that rice. Okay. And that rice is done. But you know, I might put that rice on this just a hair longer. Let me put a little bit more water in it. This is a half a cup. I'm going to put a half a cup of water in there and let that cook just a little bit longer. Because it doesn't feel like it's quite done enough. But I have to watch it because it's getting dry in there. Anyway, so let me shut this off and put it on for another 6 minutes. And so, you know, it's terrible to accuse somebody of stealing. Don't do it unless you have video evidence. Because you could have done just what I did today. Found it. And then there you are. And you've caused somebody a bad reputation and fired them. And it's not pretty. I'm going to use these chow mein noodles. I have some of those others, the soft noodles, but I don't know how to cook them. And I'm always in a hurry, like, you know, I was probably going to do it today, but it is so late now that I just didn't get to do it. That's good. I want to get a spoon of this out and do it. No, that's not done yet. Okay, I'm going to let that cook a little bit longer. And I'm going to get a pan out that I'm going to cook the eggs in. The eggs. The rice and the eggs. Now, girls, these pans look terrible, but they look terrible when I bought them. They are, what's that woman's name? The little southern woman from Louisiana. And they looked like they never wore a perfect color. Now that's my fault right there, but what is her name now? Paula Deen. These are Paula Deen, and they never were pretty. I was shocked when I got them, and then Renee came over and she said, "I have that same set, and it looks the same." But now this big pan, yeah, it's been through it. It has been through it, girls. It will never be pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn the fire up from under that rice. And I'm going to beat up 6 eggs. Get me a bowl. I just need a little bowl. I need more cupboard space. I have got to quit going thrifting and buying stuff. But I've made up my mind. I'm going to have to part with some of it. So I'm going to beat up 6 eggs. Here's my little pan I got. See this little thrifting pan? I use it while I'm cooking. And then I have all my trash in one spot. And I put that soy sauce away and I'm not done with it. Now where's my little whisk? Now I'm going to pop those yolks and I'm going to mix this real good. Some people use a blender to mix their eggs real good, and I think it's a good idea because they do get mixed better. All right. Oh, not yet. That's good. Okay. onions to the side because I forgot to put them in there. I'm going to save a few. No, I'm not. It's too hot to pick them up. And my carrots. I'm going to save a few carrots to sprinkle over the top. Now let me check that. Let me check that meat. Ooh, that's hot as hell. This is the most inconvenient place for my microwave, but it's the only place I got to put it. It takes up too much space if I... Ow! Alright. Let's see. See what we got here. I'm not gonna... Well, I am gonna have to try it. I'm gonna pull it off. Let me cut a piece. Because I can't eat it if it's not tender. A little bit longer. Oh, well, not that piece. Alright, don't fight me. We'll have them. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there for about 5 more minutes. Now I'm gonna take my rice. I'm gonna mix all that up. It looks like it might need a little bit of oil. There we go. Rice. So let's start turning a little bit brown. So I'm gonna spread it around and let that cook for a minute. Let me get the soy sauce out. Why did I put it? Right there. Let me throw this in the trash. Girls, I don't know if you can see that lipstick I put on this morning, that stain, it's still there. And my lips are feeling really good because I've been exfoliating them every day. Every single day. I've been doing my lips. Because one day, do you remember that video and all this was today. Dakota came right up and started sniffing them while I was putting them on my feet. Well, he's not getting them. I'll sleep in them. When my husband had the Alzheimer's, before he passed away, they get protective of their stuff. And he would sleep with his shoes and his cell phone inside his shoes. And he no longer would wear pajamas. He slept in the clothes. It was, I don't know what they did to him when they had him in California, but he was scared. So I just let him do whatever he wanted to do. Whatever made him happy, because his life sucked. At that point, his life sucked. I'm going to wash this bowl. Okay, it's starting to turn light brown. We're going to let it cook just a little bit more. I'm going to give you a plate. I haven't ate anything all day. Well, I ate 2 cream drops. I wait every Christmas for those little cream drops. I don't know why they don't sell them all year. I'm kind of glad they don't, because, you know, me, I'm big. I beat buying them every day. But I ate 2 of those, and that's all I ate. See if I can pull this microwave out a little bit. Oh, there, that's. Well, hopefully that'll be better. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because I hate to get meat that's tough. It really makes me mad when I get tough meat. Oh my God, I found a Mexican restaurant in Paris, a new one. They have chile verde. I'll be going there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is tender. Alright. So now, we're going to put this meat back in the pan with the cabbage. Don't fall. Alright. Now I'm going to take a little bit of water in the bottom of that pan so I can get all the good stuff out of there. Where's it? I want to slosh that water around in it and get all the good flavor that's stuck to the side of that bowl. Poured it. Oh, I dropped it. I knew I was going to drop that bowl. Okay, then we're just going to stir this around. Get it mixed. Cook it together just a little bit. So all those flavors can get blended this rice. Oh yeah. All right. Now what we're going to do, turn that fire down. And I'm going to put the eggs in there. 6. I'm going to stir that with a fork. Get that stirred real good. Now usually you cook these eggs separate and you want to scramble them real good and real dry. But this time I didn't do it because I'm in a hurry. Once you scramble them real good and real dry, they'll be like little chunks in there. But I didn't do it tonight because I'm going to tell you girls something. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I'm tired. Now I'm going to put some soy sauce in there. Turn this butter off. And that's the end of the soy sauce. I hope that's enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's enough. Turn that up. Now I'm just going to sprinkle these little carrots around the top of it. And put these things over here. Alright, does that need a little bit more water? I think it does. Because it's a little bit, there we go. It just needed a tad bit of water. Alright, let's let that. Anyway, just remember, scramble your eggs before you put them in the rice. That's my mistake. Okay, I'm going to get a little plate. Actually, I'm going to get a little bowl. Let me show you what the rice looks like. It looks beautiful. What you see that green is green onions. So I love these little things. I used to eat these right out of the can. Chow mein noodles with choy. Alright. I'm gonna mix all mine together because that's what I do anyway. And now, there we go. Just make sure I get some meat and some juice and some cabbage. There we go, girls. I would taste this for you, but it's like, oh, I'll try. I will try. Let me get another fork. Okay. First, I'm going to go over here to the side and get a little of that rice. difference in the taste that I put those eggs in there before I scramble them. But if you want the rice to look right, scramble them first. There you go. Alright. The recipe will be below. I'm going to go upload this. First I'm going to eat. I'm going to upload this and the recipe will be below. And I love you and I'll see you Monday. Bye.